Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to bring you semifinal number 1 from our 70s Gem tournament, and it'll pit the 1972 Cincinnati Reds against the 1978 New York Yankees. The Reds starting lineup is as follows. Pete Rose will lead things off and play left field. Joe Morgan will bat second and play second. Johnny Bench will do the catching and bat third. Tony Perez is at first and will bat fourth. Bobby Tolan patrols center field, batting fifth. At the hot corner, Dennis Menke, and he will bat sixth. Batting seventh in right field, Cesar Geronimo. The designated hitter for the Cincinnati Reds is Hal McRae, and he'll bat eighth. Batting ninth is the shortstop Davey Concepcion. On the mound for Cincinnati is a surprise starter, Tom Hall. 10-1 with 8 saves, 2.61 earned run average for the lefty. Point of weakness check starts in the 7th. For the New York Yankees, leading things off, center fielder Mickey Rivers, followed by the second baseman Willie Randolph. Batting third, doing the catching, the captain, Thurman Munson. Reginald Martinez-Jackson bats fourth. He's in right field. Greg Nettles bats fifth. He'll man the hot corner. Sweet Lou Pinella's in left. He'll bat sixth. Chris Chambliss bats seventh at first base. Cliff Johnson is a designated hitter, batting eighth. Bucky Dent plays short and will bat ninth. Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. And the pitcher for the Yankees, the 20-game winner, Ed Figueroa. Figueroa, 20-9 with a 2.99 ERA. So sit back and relax in our semifinal game number 1 between the 72 Reds and the 78 Yankees. Winners advance to the finals of our 70s Gem tournament. And Ed Figueroa's point of weakness comes in the 8th. All right, so here we go. It will be Figueroa to face off against Rose, Morgan, and Bench. Here's Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle. In 1972, 307, 6 homers, 57 ribbies. The pitch to Rose from Figueroa. 2-4. Rose, switch hitter, batting lefty against a right-handed pitcher. 2-4. Line shot right at Bucky Dent at short, 1 down. So Rose strikes the ball well, but right at Dent. 1 out, no one on for little Joe Morgan, the second baseman for the Reds. 292, 16 homers, 73 ribbies. Bench on deck. Morgan, left-handed batter. Munson sets the target. The pitch to Morgan. Figueroa fires in a 3-9 against a right-handed pitcher. 3-9, slowly hit ball to second. Randolph has it, flips to Chambliss, and that's 2 down. Scoring at home, 4-3. So 2 outs, base is empty for Johnny Bench. Bench, a great year, 270, 40 homers, 125 ribbies. Tony Perez on deck. Bench digs in that right-hander's batter's box. Figueroa nods his head. He kicks and deals to Bench. 2-11. Right-handed pitcher, 2-11. 1 hopper, back to Figueroa. He throws to Chambliss, and the side is retired. 1-2-3, go the Reds. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in New York. Due up for the Yankees, Rivers, Randolph, and Munson to face Tom Hall. Tom Hall, the surprise starter. The Reds and Sparky Anderson went with Tom Hall. Again, 10-1 with 8 saves, 2.61 for the lefty. Here's Mickey Rivers, left-handed batting center fielder. 265, 11 homers, 48 ribbies. You want to keep him off the base paths. Rivers and Randolph very speedy. Hall sets and deals to Mickey Rivers. 3-7. Lefty-lefty matchup. 3, 7, and a 16. Line shot on the screws, but right at the second baseman. Joe Morgan, 1 down. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Rose lined out to Dent. Rivers lines out to Morgan to start things off. That'll bring up the second baseman for the Yankees, Willie Randolph. Randolph, 279, 3 homers, 42 ribbies. The captain, Thurman Munson, on deck. Hall deals to the right-handed batting Randolph. 5-4. Will it close the door? 5-4. Swing and a miss! So 2 up, 2 down. Hall records his first strikeout. And here comes the captain, Thurman Munson. Munson in 78 batted .297, 6 homers, 71 ribbies. The straw that stirred the drink, Reginald Martinez Jackson on deck. 2 outs, no one on. No score in the bottom of the first. Hall nods his head. Bench sets a target. The pitch to his counterpart, Munson. 3-8. Left-handed pitcher. 3-8. 1 hopper, back to Hall. Hall throws to Perez, and the side is retired. We're through 1 here in New York. No score. Due up for the Reds, Perez, Tolan, and Menke to face Ed Figueroa. Tony Perez, the Cincinnati Reds first baseman in 1972, 283, 21 homers, 90 ribbies. Bobby Tolan is on deck. The pitch to TP from EF, and it's not Hutton. Figueroa fires in a 4-6. Righty, 4-6. That ball is hit to Nettles. Nettles comes up firing. Out number 1. So Perez grounds out to third. That'll bring up the center fielder, Bobby Tolan. Tolan, an excellent base stealer. Tolan, 283, 8 homers, 82 ribbies. Dennis Menke on deck. Munson wiggles the fingers. Figueroa nods the head. The pitch to Tolan. 4-8. Left-handed batter. 4-8. Fly ball out to center. Mickey Rivers camping. Out number 2. Ed Figueroa looking for another 1-2-3 inning. He'll have to get through Dennis Menke to achieve it. Menke, third baseman, 233, 9 home runs, 50 ribbies. Cesar Geronimo is on deck. Menke digs in the right-hander's batter's box. He awaits the Figueroa offering. Pitch homeward bound by Eddie. 4-7. Righty, 4-7. Split is a 4. That's a single. Past the dive of Bucky Dent into left center. As he singles past the shortstop. 1 through 10 is a single. 11 through 20, Dent would have made the play. So Menke gets the Reds' first hit. A single to left center. Slow base runner. But with 2 outs, he'll be held on. It'll only be a +1, 1 through 13. Here's Cesar Geronimo. Geronimo playing right field. Hal McRae's on deck. 275 for Cesar. 4 homers, 29 ribbies. Figueroa looks briefly to first. Now in at the plate. He deals to Geronimo. 5-9 to Cesar Geronimo. Left-handed batter. 5-9. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Hall picks up his first K. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here in the Bronx. Due up for the Yankees, Jackson, Nettles, and Piniella to face Tom Hall. So Hall with some warm-up tosses between innings. And here comes Reggie Jackson, the straw that stirred the drink. Reginald Martinez Jackson. 274. 27 homers, 97 ribbies. Greg Nettles is on deck. 2 left-handed power sticks coming up that Hall must face, but these are lefty matchups. That's why Anderson went with Tom Hall. Here's the pitch to Jackson, Mr. October. 5s across the board. That's a 5-10. Lefty, lefty, 5-10. Fly ball, shallow center. Coming in and making the play is Bobby Tolan. 1 down. Good job by Hall. He got Reggie to reach on an off-speed pitch. And here's Greg Nettles. Third baseman extraordinaire at times, reminds you of the human vacuum cleaner Brooks Robinson. 276, 27 homers, 93 ribbies. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? And Lou Pinella's on deck. Hall nods his head. He rocks and deals to Nettles. 4-6, lefty, lefty. 4-6, strike 3. Gets him with a breaking pitch. Second strikeout for Hall. Nettles couldn't pull the trigger. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. We're scoreless here in the Bronx. Winner advances to the finals of our 70s Gem tournament. Here's Sweet Lou Piniella, the left fielder for the Yankees. Sweet Lou, 314, 6 homers, 69 ribbies. Chris Chambliss is on deck. The pitch to Piniella. 4-5. Pinella's a right-handed batter. 4-5. Swing and a miss! As that ball darted away, the side is retired. Third strikeout for Hall. We go to the top of the third. Scoreless here in the Bronx. The winner does advance to the finals of our 70s Gem tournament. Due up in the top of the third for Cincinnati, McRae, Concepcion, and the top of the order, Pete Rose. Hal McRae, the designated hitter. 278, 5 homers, 26 ribbies. Davey Concepcion on deck. McRae, a right-handed batter. Munson goes through the signs. The pitch from Figueroa. McRae is dealt a 3-8. Righty, 3-8, single to center. So Hal McRae singles to center. The Reds have their leadoff batter on. McRae, stealer. He'll not be held on until 2 outs. And here's Davey Concepcion, shortstop. Pete Rose is on deck. Concepcion, 209, 2 homers, 29 ribbies. He's a B bunter. They're going to look to sacrifice McRae over. They're playing for the bunt. So he'll be a C bunter. Here's the pitch from Figueroa. Concepcion squares, and that's a 7, a B and a 7. The ball's fielded by Chambliss. He turns and throws to Randolph on the wheel play for the out. Advancing to second base is McRae, so a good sacrifice by Davey Concepcion. As that sack goes 3-4. Again, Randolph covering first base. So with 1 out, McRae in scoring position. And now they'll hold him close. He'll be a -1 because he's in scoring position. And they'll hold him close 1 through 11. Here's Pete Rose. Rose lined out to the shortstop. The pitch to Charlie Hustle. Figueroa fires in a 1-7. Rose batting lefty against a right-handed pitcher. 1-7. Rose walks. So a good job by Pete. First and second now 1 away. For little Joe Morgan. Morgan grounded out to his counterpart at second, Willie Randolph. Double play ball will get the Yankees out of this inning. Morgan's got a lot of pop in that little body. The pitch to Morgan. 1 out, 2 on, no score, top of the third. 3-7. Left-handed batter against a right-handed pitcher. 3-7. Ground ball to the second baseman. Randolph to Dent. Relay throw not in time. So they get the middle runner. Rose advancing to third is McRae. Reaching on the fielder's choice is Morgan. So he's on a fielder's choice. 4-6. Rose is out. So runners on the corner. And here comes Johnny Bench. Bench grounded back to the pitcher. McRae is at third. Morgan is at first. Bench at the plate. Trying to give the Reds a lead here. Figueroa rocks and deals to Johnny Bench. Pitch homeward bound. 5-5. Righty-righty matchup. 5-5 and a 10. That is a shot. Right center field. No one's going to get there. That's going to grab some wall. It is a double. McRae trots in from third. Morgan, with 2 outs, is a +1. So he's 1 through 18. They're going to wave him around. Here comes the relay throw. It's a 4. It's up the line. So Bench knocks in 2. As Morgan scores all the way from first on that double. It's 2-0 Cincinnati. Johnny Bench clapping his hands at second base as he picks up 2 ribbies. And the Reds jump out to a 2-0 lead. As that was a 5-5 off the Figueroa card. That's a split. A homer was 1 through 6. We rolled above that. It was a double with no stars, so batters advance on their own volition. So 2-0 Cincinnati. Here's Tony Perez. Perez grounded to third. Bench takes his lead. They'll hold him close. He's only a +1 now, 1 through 13. The pitch to TP from EF. Figueroa fires in a 2-6. Righty, 2-6. And a 13 on the split. That is a line shot single past the dive of Nettles. 1 star. Advancing to third and stopping is Johnny Bench. The Reds brought their hitting boots today. Perez is now 1 for 2. Nettles almost came up with a spectacular play. So first and third, 2 outs for Bobby Tolan. Tolan, the center fielder, flew out to his counterpart, Mickey Rivers. Here's the pitch to Bobby. Can the Reds add to their lead? That's a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. Left-handed batter, 6, 18. That's a single to center. 1 through 9 would have been a double, and a 6-6 against the left-handed batter is a single with an 18. The single 10 through 20, and that's 2 stars. So scoring from third base is Bench. It's now 3-0. Going first to third is Perez, and Bobby Tolan picks up a ribby on the 2-out single. Figueroa on the brink of being KO'd. 3-0 Reds. Bench scores. Perez goes first to third. Bobby Tolan's at first. And here comes Dennis Menke. The third baseman singled his first plate appearance. Munson goes out to have a word with Figueroa. Yankees have bullpen action. Figueroa trying to settle down here. The pitch to Menke. 3s across the board. That's a 3-6. Righty. 3-6. Line shot right at Dent. And the side is retired. Could have been another hit. But Menke hits it on the screws right at the Yankees shortstop. We go to the bottom of the third. The Reds plate 3. And it's 3-0 Cincinnati. Due up for the Yankees in the bottom of the third. Chambliss, Johnson, and Dent. Shocked crowd here in the Bronx. Can Tom Hall continue to shut down the Yankees? We shall see. So Chambliss steps in the left-hander's batter's box. Chambliss in 1978 for the Yankees. Batted .274, 12 homers, 90 ribbies. Cliff Johnson, the designated hitter, on deck, and after that, Bucky Dent. 3-0 Reds. Yankees trying to get on track here. Here's a pitch from Hall to Chambliss. Lefty-lefty matchup. 5s across the board, 5-10. 5, 10, fly ball, shallow center. Tolan coming in, drifting a bit to his right, makes the catch, 1 down. Here comes a designated hitter, Cliff Johnson. He got the nod today. He only batted 184, 6 homers, 19 ribbies. Bucky Dent on deck. Chambliss has been retired. Johnson looking for the 1 column. He awaits the left-handed offering of Tom Hall. Here's the pitch to Johnson. 6-8. Right-handed batter. 6-8. Swing and a miss. Johnson's helmet nearly comes off. And Tom Hall has now struck out 4. So far, Sparky Anderson's choice of Tom Hall looking really good. And that brings up Bucky Dent, in Boston known as Bucky Bleeping Dent. Dent, 243, 5 homers, 40 ribbies. Top of the order on deck, Mickey Rivers. The pitch to Dent from Hall. Hall fires in a 4-7. Right-handed batter, 4-7, and Dent works a walk. So the first Yankee to reach is Bucky Dent on a base on balls. And here comes Mick the Quick, Mickey Rivers. Mickey Rivers lined out to Morgan. Bench sets the target. The pitch to Mick the Quick. Hall tosses up a 3-9, lefty. 3-9, bounding ball to second. Morgan goes to Perez, and the side is retired. We're through 3-0 Cincinnati. We go to the top of the 4th. Geronimo, McRae, and Concepcion for the Reds to face Ed Figueroa. Figueroa had a horrible top of the 3rd. He gave up 3 runs. Yankees continue to have bullpen action. And here is Cesar Geronimo. He's a strikeout victim against Figueroa. The pitch to Cesar. Figueroa fires in a 1-9. 1-9. Swing and a miss. He blows a fastball by Geronimo once again. Second time, Geronimo's K'd. Fanning at the wind. Here's Hal McRae. McRae singled and scored. Designated hitter awaits the Figueroa offering. Munson wiggles the fingers. The pitch homeward bound to Hal McRae. 3-6. Righty. 3-6. Fly ball out to left. Going back a bit, reaching up, and making the catch is Rose. Is Piniella, excuse me. Lou Piniella. The Yankees are in the field, Al. So 2 up, 2 down, and here's Davey Concepcion. The number 9 batter had a successful sacrifice bunt. That moved McRae over to help him score. The pitch to Davey Concepcion from Ed Figueroa. 6-10. Righty. 6-10. Ground ball to third and Greg Nettles. Defense check. Nettles is a 1. We rolled a 5. A 1 and a 5. Nettles comes up with it. He fires across the diamond, and the side is retired. So Concepcion is out 5-3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Reds. Winner advances to the finals of our 70s Gem Tournament. Due up for the Yankees, Randolph, Munson, and Jackson. If anyone gets on, Greg Nettles. Willie Randolph was a strikeout victim. Hall has struck out 4. Will he get Randolph again? Randolph, excellent speed. You want to keep him off the base paths. Here's the pitch from Hall to Randolph. 2-4. Does it close the door on Randolph? 2-4, left-handed pitcher, and that's a walk. So Willie works a walk. He's only the second base runner the Yankees have had. Hall has a -1 hold. Bench has a -4 arm, so that's -5. Randolph is a double-A stealer. That's 1 through 17. -5 is 1 through 12. He will hold. Yankees are down 3. Here comes the captain, Thurman Munson. Randolph will be held on at first. So he'll be a -1 until there's 2 outs. That's 1 through 16. The Yankee captain, Munson, grounded back to the pitcher. Hall kicks and fires to Munson. 2-11 to the captain. 2 left-handed pitcher. 11. Single to left. So a single to left. Here come the Yankees. Randolph. Rose has a -1 arm. They were holding Randolph on. So that's 1 through -2 in total. 1 through 14. And Jackson coming up. They're not going to take a chance. They're going to hold Willie Randolph. The Yankees will hold Willie Randolph. So there's no outs, 2 on. Tying run comes to the plate. And Mr. October, Reginald Martinez Jackson. Jackson flew out to center. Big moment here for Tom Hall and the Reds. 3-0 Cincinnati. No outs, bottom of the 4th. Jackson can tie it up with one mighty swing. Bench goes through the signs. Hall nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Reginald Martinez Jackson. 3-10. Lefty, lefty. 3-10. Fly ball. Left field B. Making the catch in left is Rose. Runners will hold. There's a question mark, but that's only if there's a runner in third or in right field. So Jackson just misses his pitch. Second fly out, the first time to center and now to left. So with 1 out, double play ball will get Hall out of the inning. Again, Randolph will be held close at second. So it'll be a -1, 1 through 15. Here's Greg Nettles. Nettles had 27 homers on the year. He was a strikeout victim. Another lefty-lefty matchup. This is why Tom Hall got the start. He deals to Greg Nettles. Can he tie it up with one mighty swing from his boomstick? 3-8, lefty-lefty. 3-8. Jammed and popped up right side, foul territory. Perez goes over a little bit, waits for it to come down. Out number 2. So a great job by Hall right now. He's 1 out away from pitching out of the first and second, no outs. It's still first and second, but now there's 2 outs. It's up to Sweet Lou Piniella. Piniella also was a strikeout victim, his first plate appearance. Hall peers in, picks up the sign from bench. The pitch to Piniella. 5-7 to Sweet Lou Piniella. Right-handed batter. 5-7. Fly ball to right. Going back towards the line, making the catch is Geronimo, and the side is retired. The Yankees threaten but do not score. They get the first 2 men on, and then 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. Top of the 5th, 3-0 Cincinnati. Due up the top of the order for the Reds to face Ed Figueroa, Rose, Morgan, and bench. Figueroa's hiccup inning, the top of the 3rd when the Reds would score 3 times. Pete Rose is 0 for 1. He's lined to short and walked. The pitch from Figueroa to Charlie Hustle. 2-8. 2-8. Bounding ball to first. Fielded by Chambliss. He'll toss to Figueroa for out number 1. 1-3 if you're scoring at home. You should. It's good for the brain. Now bring up little Joe Morgan, the Reds' second baseman. Is 0 for 2. Did reach on a fielder's choice and scored on the single by... on the double, by bench. 1 out, no one on. The pitch to Morgan. Little Joe Morgan. It's a 1-8, 1-9 to little Joe Morgan. Right-handed pitcher 1-9, and that's a walk. So Morgan is on for the second time, this time via base on balls. Morgan is a double-A stealer. Figueroa is a +1 for his hold as a pitcher. Munson is a -1, so that's a 0 effect. Double-A stealer 1 through 17. There goes Joe Morgan, and it's a 14. He is safe. He steals second base. So little Joe's in scoring position to steal third, 1 through 11, but he'll stay put because Johnny Bench is at the plate. Bench has grounded to the pitcher and doubled into. He also has scored on the Bobby Tolan single in that third inning uprising. They'll keep Morgan close. That's a -1, 1 through 16. Bench awaits the Figueroa offering. Yankees have bullpen action. The pitch to Johnny Bench. Figueroa fires in. He's challenging Bench. That's a 1-9. Righty, 1-9. Boom goes the ball. Johnny Bench will touch them all. That's a split home run, 1 through 18. We rolled a 14, a 2-run blast. Johnny Bench has knocked in 2 more runs, this time with a homer, and it is now 5-0, and that's it for Eddie Figueroa. And Yankee fans give him the Bronx cheer as debris floods the field, as the Yankees look like they're on their way out of this 70s Gem tournament. Just 1 win away from the finals. So a 2-run homer by Johnny Bench. He's now knocked in 4. Tolan knocked in the other, and it's now 5-0 Cincinnati, and that is it for Eddie Figueroa. Let's see where the Yankees will go to. A short day for Eddie. Figueroa went 4 and a third innings, as he did record the first out of this inning. Rose grounded back to Rose grounded to Perez, who tossed to Figueroa. I wrote that. Dyslexia kicked in. I wrote it backwards. So an ineffective Eddie Figueroa, 4 1/3, and he is done. He gave up 5 runs. Yankees will go to their bullpen now. No tomorrow. And I think we're going to go with Sparky Lyle. So it's Sparky Lyle coming in from the pen. He's good for 3 innings out of the pen. Sparky Lyle, 9-3 with 9 saves, 3.47 earned run average. He struck out 33, walked 33, gave up 6 homers in 112 innings pitched. So it's Sparky Lyle, first out of the pen, trying to stop the hemorrhaging by the New York Yankees and Ed Figueroa. So here's Lyle, and he's a lefty. And he's going to face Tony Perez. Base is empty, 5-0, 1 out. The pitch from Lyle to Perez, 3-7. A left-handed pitcher. This could be trouble. 3-7 and a 16. That's another gap shot. That's going to be a double off the Perez card, off a left-handed pitcher. 1 through 18 is a double. We rolled a 16. So the hot bats for the Reds continue. Perez is now 2 for 3. He has a single and a double. So far, Sparky hasn't spelled relief. And I'll bring up Bobby Tolan. Perez will be held close because he's at second. Bobby Tolan is 1 for 2. His one hit a single. He had an RBI. The pitch, lefty-lefty matchup to Tolan from Lyle. 3-7. 3-7. Lefty-lefty. 1 through 15. Single, we rolled an 11. A single 1-star past the dive of Nettles into left field. So Tolan smacks the ball the other way. And it's 1 star, so Perez is held up. They don't challenge Piniella. He's held up at third. Tolan picks up his second hit. First and second, 1 out. First and third with 1 out, excuse me. And here's Dennis Menke. Munson goes out. Strong words to Lyle, now back behind the plate. Almost as strong as what he was saying to Ed Figueroa. He's looking for the double play ball. Menke has singled and lined to short. Yankees pinching the middle with Dent and Randolph. Lyle nods his head. The windup and the pitch from the lefty Sparky Lyle to Dennis Menke. 3-7. 3-7. Swing and a miss on the slider. So 2 down. Still first and third. 5-0 Cincinnati. Yankees bats are going to have to come alive, but they can't come alive till Lyle gets his final out in relief of Ed Figueroa here in the top of the 5th. Here's Cesar Geronimo. He's glad to see Eddie Figueroa go. None of the other Reds are. He struck out twice. Lefty-lefty matchup. Lyle kicks and fires to Cesar Geronimo. 4-9. 4-9. And a 10. And that's another gap shot. That's a double to right center field. 1 through 12. We rolled a 10. Perez trots in. 6-0. It's a double. 2 stars. So going first to third is Tolan. And Geronimo very happy that Figueroa is out of the game. He has just doubled in a run. And it's now 6-0. They put up another 3 spot here. In the top of the 5th do the Reds. 6-0 Cincinnati. That Reds dugout quite happy with what's going on here in the house that Ruth built. So Bobby Tolan's at third base, 2 outs. Geronimo's at first with the 2-out RBI single. They'll hold him close, and here's Hal McRae. The designated hitter has singled and scored and flown to left field. The pitch to McRae from Lyle. 4-8. Right-handed batter. 4-8. Unbelievable. Another double. A triple 1 through 6, a double 7 through 20. We rolled a 10. That's a double. Tolan's going to score. Geronimo's going to score. It's 8-0. The Reds putting a wampum on the 78 Yankees. McRae's now 2 for 3. He's just knocked in 2 runs. Lyle. He gave him another batter. This has got ugly. Fans, a lot of Bronx cheers now for their pitcher, Sparky Lyle. Just as bad as Ed Figueroa got it. And here's Davey Concepcion, the number 9 batter. He's 0 for 1. He did have a sacrifice bunt. The pitch to Concepcion. 8-0 Reds. Looking to advance to the finals, the 72 Reds. 5-5. It's great to be a Red when you've got a 5-5. 5-5. That's a ball to Dent at short. Dent throws to Chambliss, and mercifully, this inning is over if you're a Yankees fan. That was a putrid inning for Yankee pitching. The Reds send 9 batters to the plate, score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 runs. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 8-0 Cincinnati. And Tom Hall on the mound for the Reds. Again, the surprise starter, Tom Hall. We went with Hall because he was a lefty in his ERA. 10-1 with 8 saves. And his point of weakness doesn't start till the 7th. And he's just cruising on down the highway. He's going to face Chambliss, Johnson, and Dent. He quickly pitches to Chris Chambliss. And that's a 6-3. What will it be? We shall see. Left-handed batter, 6-3. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Hall. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ks for Tommy Hall. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. For the Yankees. Hall's only given up 1 hit, the single to Munson. I'm just looking at this now. Here's Cliff Johnson. Johnson was also a strikeout victim. The pitch to big Cliff Johnson. 3-11. That's a left-handed pitcher. 3-11. 1 hopper to third. Menke throws to Perez. 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Yankee bats have gone silent to the pitching arm of Tom Hall. Here comes Bucky Dent. Dent walked his first time up. Yankees need base runners. Dent choking up on that bat in that familiar crouch. Hall nods his head. Bench sets a target. The pitch to Dent. 2-7 to Bucky Dent. Left-handed pitcher, 2-7. That's a single to center, so Dent is on again. This time with a single. Keeps the inning alive. Dent is a D stealer, down 8-0. He's not going anywhere. They won't even hold him on with 2 outs. Actually, they will hold him on. Only make him a +1, so 1 through 13. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers. He's 0 for 2. The pitch from Hall to Mick the Quick. 3-11 to Mickey Rivers. Lefty, lefty, 3-11. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Bench throws off the mask. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Rivers is now 0 for 3. We're through 5, 8-0 Cincinnati. Unbelievable. Tom Hall just pitching a gem. He has spun a web around these Yankee bats, a cocoon, you may say, and they just can't get out of it. Said the spider to the fly. All right, here comes Cincinnati, top of the order, and I think we've seen enough of Sparky Lyle. He was putrid. Well, if the Yankees advance to the finals, it'd be Jim Catfish Hunter. But seeing there's no tomorrow, they're going back to Goose Gossage. Gossage got the save in Game 1 against the 75 Red Sox. That was a very good game. The Yankees won 3-2. Red Sox are at home. The Yankees are here in New York getting bludgeoned. So here comes Goose Gossage. No tomorrow. He's good for 3 innings. Point of weakness checks would start in the 8th as we are in the top of the 6th. And here comes the Goose. Lyle pitched 2/3 and not good. Let's see. Gave up 3 runs in 2/3. That horrible for Sparky Lyle. So here comes the Goose. Gossage, a right-handed thrower. Again, he got the save in Game 1. Gossage, 10 wins, 11 losses, 2.01 earned run average, 27 saves. The Yankees go to their 3rd pitcher, Goose Gossage. And here's Pete Rose, deja vu all over again, as the late great Yogi Berra would say. Gossage deals to Rose. Rose batting lefty. 2-9 to Pete Rose. 2-9. Bounding ball to second. Randolph to Chambliss. 1 down. Rose is still hitless. He's only walked, so he has been on base once. 0 for 3 for Charlie Hustle. Here's little Joe Morgan. Gossage works quickly to Morgan. Fires in a 4-7. Left-handed batter. 4-7. Swing and a miss. So Gossage not fooling around here. 2 up, 2 down. Gossage wants that ball back, and now he's going to face Johnny Bench. Bench has driven in 4 runs. He's doubled in 2, homered, which was a 2-run homer, and also grounded back to the pitcher. Gossage sneers in. Munson sets the target. The pitch to Bench. 6-8 to Johnny Bench. Righty. 6-8. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. So Gossage sends the Reds down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 8-0 Cincinnati. Yankees bats must come alive, like the hills came alive with the sound of music. The music being Yankee bats hitting balls out of the ballpark. But Tom Hall has not allowed that to happen, folks. He will face Randolph, Munson, and Jackson. Randolph has struck out and walked. The pitch to the Yankee second baseman. Hall tosses up a 2-8. Left-handed pitcher, 2-8. 1 hopper back to Hall. He throws to first. 1 down. Hall has truly mesmerized these Yankee bats. And here comes the captain, Thurman Munson. He is 1 for 2. Munson has... No, Dent also got a single. So there's only been 2 hits. Dent singled last inning. Munson's 1 for 2. The pitch to the Yankee captain. Hall tosses up a 1-7. A 1-7 to Munson. left-handed pitcher. 1-7. That's a hard hit ball to Concepcion at short. He backhands it, fires to Perez, 2 away. Hall 1 out away from a 1-2-3 inning. He'll face Reginald Martinez-Jackson. A fly out to center, a fly out to left. He'd like to hit a fly out of the ballpark. 8-0 Cincinnati. Bottom of the 6th. Winner advances to the finals of our 70s Gem Tournament. The pitch to Jackson. Hall tosses up, going with the soft stop. 6-3. What will it be? We shall see. Lefty, lefty. 6-3. Swing and a miss! Jackson fans at the breaking pitch. Hall has now struck out 6. And the side is retired. We go to the 7th. 8-0 Cincinnati. Hall doing his best Sandy Koufax imitation. Goose Gossage back up on the bump. His point of weakness check will not start until the 8th. He will face Perez, Tolan, and Menke. Gossage works quickly to TP. Tony Perez. 1-9 to Tony Perez. Righty-righty matchup. 1-9. Swing and a miss. Gossage is firing. Gossage has struck out 3 since he's come into the ball game. Gossage is dealing, but it's a lot too late, it seems. 8-0 Cincinnati. Here's Bobby Tolan. The pitch to Tolan. Gossage firing that ball up there. 6-7. Left-hander. Left-handed batter. 6-7. That's a walk. Little high and away there. So Tolan reaches on the walk. Tolan is a double-A stealer. Gossage -3 on the hold. Munson is a -1. So that's -4 in total. 8-0 Cincinnati. Double-A, -4, 1 through 13. He's going. Here's a throw down by Munson. And Tolan steals second. Keeps out of the double play. So Tolan steals a base. Yankee fans and the dugout not liking that. It's feeling that the Reds are trying to run up the score. Sparky Anderson sneers back at them, mumbles something about, actually yells, this isn't Little League. So here's Dennis Menke. 1 out, runner at second. Menke has singled, line to short, and struck out. Gossage picks up the sign for Munson. He deals to Menke. 1-6. Righty-righty. 1-6. Double play ball. Dent to Randolph to Chambliss, and the inning is over. 6-4-3. So Gossage throws up another goose egg. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still 8-0 Cincinnati. Tom Hall strides back out to the mound for the Reds. Hall has not allowed a run in 6 innings. He will face, in the bottom of the 7th, Nettles, Piniella, and Chambliss. 8-0 Cincinnati. The 72 Reds looking to advance with a victory over the 78 Yankees to the finals of our tournament. Here's the pitch to Greg Nettles. 3-7 to Nettles. Lefty, lefty. 3-7. What do you think? Rinse and repeat. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Another K for Tom Hall. And that's 7. So 7 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 hits and no runs. Here's Sweet Lou Piniella. He awaits the Hall offering. He doesn't have to wait long. The pitch homeward bound. 4-5. Right-handed batter. 4-5. Swing and a miss. He ties him up with the inside pitch. Hall is dealing. He struck out 8. 8 Ks so far for Hall. Looking to strike out the side. Here comes Cliff Johnson. Here comes Chris Chambliss. Chambliss has flown to center and struck out. Can he get Chambliss for a second time and strike out the side? A lefty-lefty matchup. Hall with a Cheshire Cat smile on his face. He rocks and deals to Chambliss. 6-2, how do you do? We'll see. Lefty-lefty. 6-2, fly ball to right. At least he made contact. That's going to be out number 3. Geronimo makes the catch. And Yankee fans are in shock and start leaving the building. here in the house that Ruth built, as Chambliss flies out to Geronimo and right, 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. We go to the top of the 8th, 8-0 Cincinnati. The Reds 6 outs away from heading to the finals of our 70s Gem tournament. First set for 70s Gem, 8 teams. Gossage back out on the mound. Point of weakness check starts for Goose. It'll be Geronimo, McRae, and Concepcion. The pitch to Cesar Geronimo from Goose Gossage. 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Left-handed batter. 5-6. Strike 3. Inside corner with the fastball. The Goose has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4 batters. He's been unbelievable since he's come out of the pen. But it's a lot too late. 8-0 Cincinnati. Here's Hal McRae. He awaits the Gossage offering. He doesn't have to wait long. Gossage fires up a 3-6. Pick up some sticks. Righty, righty. 3-6. Fly ball to left. Coming in and making the catch is Rose. Is Piniella. I'm sorry about that. I actually did that twice with Hal McRae saying Rose, and it should have been Piniella. So 2 up, 2 down. And here's Davey Concepcion, the Red shortstop. Munson, infuriated behind the plate with his prior 2 pitchers, has to have some joy with Gossage on the mound. Here's the pitch to Davey Concepcion. 5-4. Will it close the door on the Reds in the top of the 8th? 5-4. Righty, righty. 5-4. This will be a play for Munson. Munson is a 2 defensive catcher. And a 2 and a 14. We rolled a 14 on the 20-sided die. So a 2 and a 14 is a pass ball and then a pop-out. No one's on, so it's a pop-out. And the side is retired as Munson makes the play. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 8-0 Cincinnati. Tom Hall working on a 2-hit shutout. And he's going to face Johnson, Dent in the top of the order, Mickey Rivers. He has survived his first point of weakness check. Here comes his second point of weakness check. Cliff Johnson is struck out and grounded to third. The lefty Tom Hall nods his head. He deals to Johnson. 6-9. Right-handed batter. 6-9. Swing and a miss. Bench pumps his fist, throws the ball back to Hall, and that is K number 9. Strikeout number 9 for Tom Hall. Unbelievable. It is Sandy Koufax reincarnated. Here's Bucky Dent. Bucky Dent has actually been on twice, a walk and a single. Let's see if Hall can retire him. Hall's ready. The pitch to Dent. 1-7 against a left-handed pitcher. 1-7. Ground ball to his counterpart, Concepcion. Concepcion fires Perez, and they do finally retire Bucky Dent. 6-3. So 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 8th. The Reds 4 outs away from the finals. The 72 Reds behind the unlikely starter Tom Hall. Sparky Anderson and myself saw it like that lefty matchup. And we went with Hall. Hall 10-1 with 8 saves. 2.61. He has struck out 8 Yankees. 2 outs. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers. 8-0. Bottom of the 8th. The pitch to Mick the Quick. Lefty-lefty matchup. 3-9. Lefty-lefty. 3-9. Hard hit ball to second. Morgan to Perez. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the 9th. 8-0 Cincinnati. Fans continue to exit the Bronx at the stadium. Top of the 9th, Gossage will stay on the mound. Point of weakness check again for Gossage. Gossage has thrown up 3 scoreless innings since coming in the 6th. Figueroa gave up. Ed Figueroa gave up, I believe, gave up 5 runs in 4 1/3. Sparky Lyle gave up 3 runs in 2/3. And Gossage has thrown 3 innings so far and given up nothing. 8-0 Cincinnati. Gossage deals to Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose. 6-8. Rose looking for his first hit here. 6-8. Rose switch hitter batting lefty. 6-8, and he walks. So Rose walks for a second time. He's at first. And here is Joe Morgan. Gossage looking for a double play ball just to blow it by little Joe. Rose held on. The pitch to Morgan. Gossage fires in a 4-9. Left-handed batter, 4-9. Ground ball to short. Defense check for Dent. Dent is a 2, and that's a 14. Go to the chart, 2-14. This could be a double play ball, folks. Shortstop, 2-14. No. They can only get it's a ground ball C. So the runner advances, so they can only get Morgan at first. So that's 6-3. Dent had to charge the ball, thought about it, then got the sure out at first. Rose advances to second with 1 out. So that's the first runner in scoring position since Gossage has gotten in the game. Here's Johnny Bench. Bench has doubled in 2 and had a 2-run homer. He's 2 for 4. He's also struck out and grounded the pitcher. He knocked in 4 runs, as I stated. Gossage versus Bench. 8-0 Cincinnati. The pitch to Johnny Bench. Gossage fires in a 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Righty-righty matchup. 5-6. Swing and a miss. Gossage blows the fastball by him. Pure hatred in Gossage. Gossage now has struck out. Let's go here. Gossage has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters the Goose has struck out. So 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Rose at second. And here's Tony Perez. Perez is 2 for 4. He's grounded to third, single, doubled, and scored and struck out. He awaits the Gossage offering, and as we know from the Goose, you don't have to wait long. Gossage fires up 3s across the board. That's a 3-6. Pick up some sticks. Righty, 3-6. That's a double to center. Perez smacks that fastball over the head of Mickey Rivers. Scoring from second base is Pete Rose. It is 9-0 on the third hit by Tony Perez. His second double and his first ribby. 9-0 Cincinnati. And one more hit or walk, and Gossage hits his point of weakness. Here's Bobby Tolan. Will Gossage plunk him? 9-0. The fans want blood. They want Tolan hit in the back. Here's a pitch from Gossage to Bobby Tolan. 4-8. Left-handed pitcher. 4-8. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. They finally crack Goose Gossage for a run. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 9-0 Cincinnati. Reds are already printing their tickets to the 70's Gem Finals. They will face the winner of the Dodgers, 74 Dodgers, and the 76 Phillies, which will be coming up next at some point on the channel. All right, Tom Hall looking for the complete game 2-hit shutoff. We'll have to get through Randolph, Munson, and Jackson. Willie Randolph digs in. The pitch from Hall to Randolph. 5-7. 5-7. Right-handed batter. 5-7. Fly ball to right. Camping is Cesar Geronimo. 1 down. The Yankees 2 outs away from elimination. What few fans are in the ballpark are just going ballistic with Bronx cheers. And here's the captain, Thurman Munson. Hall, 2 outs away from pitching the Reds into the finals. He deals to the Yankee captain. 1-6. Pick up some sticks on the 1-6. Left-handed pitcher. 1-6. Single to center. So Munson picks up his second hit. Only Munson and Dent have the hits. Between them, they have 3 hits. They've been on base 4 times. Dent has also walked. Double play ball will end it here. They're going to try to See if Hall can get Reginald Martinez Jackson, who's 0 for 3, struck out once. The pitch to Jackson, double play ball ends it. 3-8 to Reggie. Lefty, lefty, 3-8. Ground ball B, 1 through 13 on a 3-8 lefty, lefty. Would have been a single. We rolled a 15. Instead, it's a ground ball B. They'll get the lead runner, Munson. Jackson beats out the double play ball as he reaches on the 4-6 fielder's choice. So there's 2 outs now. Jackson's at first. The Reds up 9-0. Bottom of the 9th, and hits Greg Nettles. Hall takes a deep breath. Nettles is 0 for 3 off Hall. He is struck out, popped out to first in foul territory, and then struck out again. Hall nods his head, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Nettles. Jackson's at first, 9-0 Reds. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Cincinnati looking to advance to the finals. 3-6. Pick up some sticks. Lefty, lefty. 3-6. Jammed and popped up. Left side, waving his arms near third base, a la the 1978 playoff game against the Red Sox, except in reverse fashion, is Menke. He makes the catch. The Reds start jumping up and down. They have just slaughtered the Bronx Bombers here in the house that Ruth built. 9-0. As Nettles pops out to his counterpart, Menke, for the final out. And the Cincinnati Reds are going to the finals of our 70s Gem Tournament. They will face the winner of the 74 Dodgers and the 1976 Philadelphia Phillies. Player of the game has to be Tom Hall. Hall goes the distance. 9 innings pitched. He only gives up 3 hits, 2 singles by Munson, 2 by Munson and 1 by Dent. I'm looking real quick. I only see 3 hits, no runs. He struck out, let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He struck out 9. He'll be co-players of the game. So it's Tom Hall and Johnny Bench. Bench was 2 for 5. He did strike out twice later in the game and grounded out to start the game. But in between that, a double for 2 runs and a 2-run homer that knocked in 4. So he's going to be honorable mention co-player of the game. Really, Tom Hall, totally devastating. He put a spell on those Yankee bats that they needed Gandalf the White to get out of that spell. But they didn't have him. What the Reds had, we went with a hunch. We went with Tom Hall. He pitched out of the bullpen, 10-1 with 8 saves, but he was a lefty and with a 2.61. Sparky Anderson went with Tom Hall, and his decision was right. The Reds advance 9-0 over the 78 Yankees, and again, will face the winner of the Dodgers and Philadelphia. Thank you for watching. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying health and happiness till next time we meet. God bless, and you know what's coming, folks. Peace! Happy Thanksgiving.